Look at that, folks. I'm live. I had to continue this. This is live stream number 3 today. And the connection is just so bad sometimes. So, got quite a few minutes into that last live stream and then it petered out. So, if you're in there, please comment. Join back into the conversation because it was just getting good. And yeah, it's a drag when that happens to the internet. I just wish it wouldn't do that. It's really, really bad internet connection right now. So, we're getting the technician, like I say, was out the other day, and we are getting things worked on. Okay, so if you're in there, please jump in and leave your comments, and we'll definitely reply to you. Back again. Yeah, sorry. So the internet died, so I just started another live stream. So if this one dies, I'm going to start another live stream. Sorry about that, guys. Like I say, it's bad connection sometimes. And like I say, Wendy had the technician out the other day. He looked at the lines. There was 2 bad diodes or something out on the lines, up in the telephone pole out in the street. But he says there's also probably something wrong with the connection between the main box here on the north end and our in this area. So they're going to get some people to work on that. So that's why it keeps crapping out on me. So anyway, Cafe de Casual. I like that. That's a cool name. Cafe de Casual. It's funny all the different YouTube handles people have on here, and some of them are very unique. That's a good one. I like that. So anyway, hope all is well with you. Hope you're having good weather out there too. Weather here is absolutely perfect, like I say, and there's a little bit of a breeze. There's a slight ocean breeze, and that's the joys of living on an island. You're always going to get a nice little bit of a breeze usually on a hot summer day. And, it's rare that we get any strong winds, but once in a blue moon, we can get these typhoon strength winds or hurricane force winds. And we did have some in December 2018, probably the worst windstorm in 50 something years since the early 60s anyway. And I've never seen so much damage in my life. Have videos of it here, and Wendy's got videos of it on her YouTube channel, Gulf Island Rock. And I titled it Hurricane Force Winds. But if you go to Gulf Island Rock, you can see the hurricane force winds and the damage. It was horrendous. It was unbelievable. Some streets, some side roads had 50, 60 trees down in just a short area. It was almost like a tornado came through and it followed this path. It basically missed us here. We had one little rotten tree down in the back of the property, little maple tree that needed to come down anyway. And that was good. I used it for firewood. It was partly rotten at the base, so it fell down, but there was no damage to anything here. We were very fortunate. The tarps didn't even blow off our wood piles, but down the road from us, about 2 kilometers, you couldn't even get through. There was power poles snapped, trees down, wires everywhere, trees on people's cars. People's houses were trashed. It was unreal. I think that windstorm, 38 to 40 houses on Salt Spring got trashed by trees falling on them. Nasty windstorm. 45K winds were clocked in open areas. So, yeah, we were very lucky that it did miss us here. The worst of it. It got windy here. It did get windy. It was a warm wind. It wasn't a cold wind. It was, I think that day was probably about 12 degrees Celsius. It wasn't a cold winter day. And it did cause a lot of damage to our island. Where were you when that windstorm hit?
Ooh,
and remember in December 2018, we had that hurricane windstorm. It was really bad. I'm just talking to my daughter here.
Oh, I would have been on the island.
Did you guys get the wind?
I was in Courtney.
Did you guys get wind?
We did, but it wasn't as severe. Salt Spring got it really bad.
We got it so bad. Our power was out for 4 days, and some people's power was out here for 2 weeks. Yeah. 2-week power outages, especially people that live far in. So there's poles coming off the road, and they live, in the bush somewhere. So it took them a lot longer. So you got some tomatoes.
These are really good.
Wendy went to the farm stand. Our family went to the farm stand.
They're really sweet.
These tomatoes are the best. What are the main trees that grow near you? Native ones? Our island. Oh, those are good. Mm-hmm. Wendy went to the farm stand, got fresh tomatoes, and she got some beets. Mm-hmm. What are the main trees that grow near you? Okay, so native vegetation on our island, the trees consist of Douglas fir, what's a Pseudostigma sazii, Thuya plicata, which is western red cedar. There's Picea, Abies. There's grand fir. There is yew, Pacific yew, There is Gary Oak, Quercus garryana. There is Arbutus mainsazii, which is Pacific madrona. There's a big one behind me there. That's Arbutus. Big. Those are broadleaf evergreen. Canada's only native broadleaf evergreen besides Pacific wax myrtle. There are alder that grow down in the wet spots in our ravine. There's some alder, and then there's big leaf maple. There's big leaf Acer macrophyllum there. And but most of them are Douglas fir. Those are all Douglas fir trees there. You see that? So our island is green year round. And the understory plants consist of Mahonia, which is Oregon grape, which are evergreen, Western sword fern, which are evergreen, and Salal evergreen, and Oregon box, which is evergreen. So, and there's also twin flower and Kinnikinick Arctostaphylos uvarusi, and those are also evergreen. So in the wintertime, when you come here, it doesn't look any different than the summertime. It's always green, and that's what always makes me feel warmer when I live on a green island. Yeah, it's a really neat place to live, right, Sammy? Really neat place to live.
Very neat.
This is a girl that lived here her whole life, right? Until about how many years ago? 3 years ago? Well, actually, she moved to England.
No, England. I moved to England in 2013,
and
then moved back here for a year in 2016, and then moved off again in 2017.
I still see Rosie. She works at the, at the daycare. Remember Rosie? She worked at the daycare. Do you remember Rosie? She bicycle. She had a little dog.
At this daycare?
No, at the daycare here.
The daycare.
Yeah. I think she.
Oh yes, Rose. Yes, Rose.
Yeah. I see her riding her bike to work all the time. Right. Yeah. Those palms we planted there. Do you remember those palms we planted there?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go see Jaylene tomorrow.
You should go to the daycare. Drive up there and just check out the landscape because Wendy and I landscaped the daycare where she used to work. You don't call them a daycare anymore. What are they called?
What, in England?
No, here. What do you call it? Not a day. Is it early child?
Well, they're daycares, and then in England they're nurseries. But it's the job title is early childhood educator.
Early childhood educator.
It's called that specific one's called an early learning center.
Early learning center. So Sammy's worked at one, and her mom actually ran a daycare here for years in this house, and it was busy. It was called Jungle Gym Daycare, which is really cool. So she always had porch monkeys running around everywhere. So anyway, we landscaped the daycare where she used to work. And they wanted an exotic landscape, so we planted all these palms in front, bay tree. I put a tiki in front. The fig tree, the deer have destroyed that, but it's still there. And then we put some ground covers and cordyline stuff. So the palms are getting really, really nice now. So I did do a video on it, but if you get a chance, go to Drake Road and check out those palms. Garden looks good, and I think it's quite neglected, but it looks good. And the thyme is filled out, and there's rosemary in there and stuff like that. Where in the UK did you go? Where in the UK did you go?
I lived in Taunton, Somerset for 2 years, and then the last year I lived in Tor Point, Cornwall, which was literally like the borderline of Devon and Cornwall. So there was Plymouth. Plymouth, Devon was like a chain ferry ride away, like took 5 minutes, but it was like the very beginning of Cornwall county.
Were you near the beach?
Oh yeah, because Plymouth is on the water, so yeah.
Cool. So she lived in a good part of the UK.
Yeah.
What the hell happened? Did you accidentally cut your line? So I forgot to tell you, we got a bad internet connection here sometime, and it just cuts right off. So if that happens again, I just go into another live stream. So this is live stream number 3. So if I disappear without warning, it means the connection. That's what it says. Your connection has ended. It's the internet connection. So I just start another live stream. So if I want to keep live streaming, that's what I'll do. If this dies again, I'll just go. If I disappear suddenly, HS, look for me on another live stream. I'll just start another one. I lived in Wolverhampton, West Midlands. Cool. Where's that? Is that is that in the interior kind of, is that in the interior kind of like by, I always think of Northumberland. Inland England, right? Is that in there somewhere? Not close to the coast.
No, I've never heard. There's so many different towns.
Wolves fan then Tam. I think they're in UK too. So we got a lot of UK people. Middle of England. Cool. Have you been up there?
I haven't. No.
But when she lived in England, she could go to Tunisia easily, and then she went to Portugal easily. It's not that far to fly from England to Europe, which is really nice. From here, it takes forever to fly there. Cafe Big Wanderers fan. Yeah, Cafe Big Wanderers fan. Tampi. Middle on England. That's cool. Right on. So I guess your winters are colder up there for sure because you are inland from the coast. See, so where Sammy lived.
These tomatoes before, they're so good.
Where Sammy lived in Taunton, there were some huge cordylines where she lived in Taunton because she sent me pictures of them when she was living there. and
I
lots
can put
of
them
cordylines in Cornwall for sure, and
We can have
everything
some
else
with
grows in
ours.
Cornwall.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put some in.
These are good tortilla chips. I have to eat corn-based stuff right here today because Sammy, my daughter, cannot eat wheat. And that beer was good. It's too bad I only bought one banana beer. It's not very strong, 5.2% alcohol, but it does taste like a banana, which is really cool. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here, and I'm just loving it. It's cold, but it's cold everywhere in England, really. It's snowy in the Scotland more. But the coast of Scotland is pretty mild. Like I was saying, if you get up to Logan Botanical Gardens on the coast of Scotland, it is full of giant tree ferns and cordyline trees and palm trees. There's a lot of palm trees. I think they go as far north as the Isle of Skye for sure. Could you grow redwood trees? Oh God, there's tons of redwood trees all over our island. We got huge ones on our property. I planted them as saplings a few decades ago. They're big. We have Sequoia sempervirums, a coast redwood, and then we have Sequoia dendron giganteum, and they're all over. The Sequoia dendron giganteum is most common. And there's lots of coast redwoods here, big, big trees. Ours are about, well, I can see them from here. I guess they're probably about 70 feet tall or something like that. We have the blue one, Aptos blue, and we have the regular green form coast redwoods. Big, big. They're about this big now, something like that. I mean, I don't think I could get my arms around them. They're probably maybe about this big, something like that. They're nice. They got really soft, spongy bark. Oh, cool. Yeah. No, mine aren't flowering, but I know they'll be flowering on the mainland because they do flower and seed southeast of Vancouver. I have to see my video that I shot when I was there last year, and yeah, he does get seed on his sable miners. Much hotter there than Vancouver too. You get 30 miles southeast of Vancouver, and they get the heat. I've had them flower here before. I've definitely had sable miner here flower here before, but that was probably at least 20 years ago. I haven't had any flowers since. They're growing though. Our sable miners look really good. I just actually uploaded a video of our sable miner on my other YouTube channel. I think I put it on there this morning. So on my other YouTube channel, Jungle Joe C, you can see other videos of gardens and everything else. And I'm pretty sure I put a sable miner. Video on there. Check it out. It's got there's a lot of videos on that channel. There are thousands of videos on that one too. Now, redwood trees are fully hardy here. My big one is working on his fourth frond this year. Cool. I think we're two fronds on the sable miner. Needle palms seem to be growing pretty good. I'm a beekeeper. Any wild bees? Oh God, yeah. Bees here love our eucalyptus trees. We have a parvula small leaf gum blooming right now. This big eucalyptus tree behind our house, I'm sitting behind right now. It's big. It's way taller than our house. Was buzzing with bees. It was blooming a month and a half ago. At least a month and a half ago. It was full bloom and just buzzing with bees every day. Yeah, going to make somebody some good honey. It's okay to live in northern Canada without being fed up with the freezing. Is it okay to live in northern Canada? I don't know. I'm not in northern Canada. I'm in southern Canada. I'm 48 degrees north latitude. I'm in southwest coast, off the southwest coast of Canada, on an island out in the ocean here. So I'm not anywhere near northern Canada. I don't have to put up with freezing cold here, thank God. We garden year round here. We mow lawn year round. My spinning gum has been flowering since March. Spinning gum. There's a nice one I planted in front of the Chamber of Commerce tourist information thing years ago, and it's in full bloom. I have to check ours. We have our biggest one is about 60 foot, and it probably is blooming. I just can't see it. We have a lot of spinning gums in our garden here. Unfortunately, that one I do have to get cut down. I was talking about getting it cut down last year, but it never did get cut down. I got to get it cut down. I couldn't imagine people. I guess people in northern Canada just get used to it for sure. Snow gum are finished blooming here. Tropical PDX. There's a huge one growing in front of Ganges Marina. I sold it to a guy years ago. 2001 he planted. It was a 1 gallon, and I worked up at the nursery, and it finished blooming a while back, but it was just covered in beautiful flowers, beautiful white puffy flowers. It's a really nice looking tree. It's gorgeous. massive trunk on it. Northern is extremely cold. Northern Canada is extremely cold. I'd get fed up. Oh, it'd be really cold up there. I've never been to Northern Canada. I was born and raised here on the southwest coast. Far north as I've been is Edmonton, but that was in the summertime. I know, Tam. I don't know. I can't handle extreme cold. I mean, that's why I moved here to Salt Spring Island, even from the mainland. Our winters here are very gentle, very, very gentle, and our summers to me are just perfect. The summers here are absolutely awesome. It's not. I mean, you get the odd hot day, but it never really gets cold in the summer. I've been to Winnipeg. That's as far north. We call that Winterpeg. It gets really cold in Winterpeg. I'm from Toronto. Yep. Well, you know what? Toronto's the same thing. It's not as cold as Winnipeg, but it's still too cold for me. I couldn't handle living there. Put it this way, folks. If I can't grow a palm tree year round, I can't live there. That's just the way it works. What time is it here? It is 4:10 p.m. Pacific time. It is a long weekend here in British Columbia. It's called BC Day, so Monday is a statutory holiday. It is beautiful here. It is 24 degrees Celsius, 52% humidity. Winnipeg is a different sort of cold, shocking. Oh, yeah, no, it'd kill me if I went in that cold. You a big hockey guy? No, I don't watch hockey. I used to when I was a kid. It's funny. When I was younger, I used to watch hockey, and I used to collect hockey cards. I was more into collecting hockey cards than actually watching it, but I would watch it sometime. But I do have a lot of hockey cards. I have tons of hockey cards. I saved all my hockey cards from when I was a youth. I think I stopped actually collecting them in probably late 70s, so I didn't get the rookie card of Gretzky. And then in 82, I bought the series, the whole hockey series card. Is NHL, of course. I still have them all in boxes. So, but you know, if Vancouver Canucks are in the playoffs, yeah, it's nice. And if they, it'd be nice to see them win the Stanley Cup. They never have, but then I might watch the odd game. But I'm not really a big sports guy. I'm more of I like martial arts. I've always liked martial arts. So if that's on TV, I'm going to watch that over hockey. But no, hockey is a good sport, and a lot of people here in Canada play it. A lot of people in the U.S. play hockey too. So and there's a lot of parents that get their kids into hockey, right? They're hoping their kids will be in the NHL one day. We got cable? No, there's cable on our island, but we don't. We have Netflix. We have a Netflix box, so no cable here, just Netflix. 31C, wind is blowing, so it doesn't feel too hot. Palm tree dew. 31. We had that a couple of days ago. Yeah, it was pretty warm. And there was no wind. People play hockey indoors here in Virginia, kids. Oh, cool. That's okay. Right on. Yeah. Well, there's no ice rink on our island, so got to go off island to play hockey. We're in the big island. There are only 2 rinks in all of Port. Is that right? Interesting. Jubernat. Oh God, yeah. We got lots of bananas here. Yeah. Check out the bananas. Go to. I did an update on them the other day. So on my YouTube channel, just search. Just look at the video I posted a couple days ago on our bananas. I've been growing bananas outside since 1989. Yeah, our whole garden is exotic. So, and I can't say tropical. There might be the odd tropical like plant in there. It looks very tropical. You can see behind me the palm trees, and we grow a lot of tropical looking plants. Hockey teams are expanding in the U.S. Seattle oh, cool. That's great that Seattle got one. That's a good thing, man. Everybody here on our island, when they watch football, it's the Seattle team, the Seahawks they watch. They're right into Seattle. Everybody here in this area of British Columbia. The radio station I listen to comes from Bellingham. I listen to a Bellingham radio station because we're so close to the U.S. here. We're very close to the U.S. If I went across the water from our island, I'd be in Birch Bay, Washington, and the south end of our island would be in Bellingham, Washington. So that's what's across from our island is Washington State. Teams near the Canadian border, yeah, cool. I don't know what's going on with hockey and sports this year, though, because of all the stuff that's going on in the world. You don't watch hockey, do you?
No, I don't.
No, either do I.
On TV.
Yeah, I'm saying with her. She gets that from me.
Yeah. Okay.
Wendy, do you watch sports? Wendy's nephew.
Yeah.
Is it her nephew or cousin? When she gets back, I'll tell you. He's on an NHL team. I think Philadelphia. Carter Hart. Carter Hart is Wendy's, I don't know if his nephew or cousin. Have you heard of Carter Hart? He's a goalie for Philadelphia. I think he's the goalie for Philadelphia. Yeah, Philadelphia Flyers. I'll clarify that. Yeah. Well, there's lots of sport teams out there, and it's hard to keep up with them all. So I much prefer to watch a gardening show, or maybe a show on ducks.
Or cooking. Oh, food. That's what I like.
Or food. We like to watch
Food.
cooking. Food shows are awesome.
Hungry.
Yeah, Carter Hart. I'll talk to Wendy when she comes here because she's always talking about Carter Hart. That is her. Maybe it's her cousin's son. That's what it is. So I don't know if you've heard of Carter Hart, but I'm pretty sure he's the goalie for Philadelphia. I'm not up on my sports teams, but does your islands have its own TV shows? No. Our island is unincorporated, okay? We don't have traffic lights here. We
don't have any chain.
There's no chain stores. There's no big box stores here. There's no fast food on our island.
No McDonald's.
No McDonald's.
No
when the lights go out at night, it's pitch black here. We used to have a radio station, and the radio station lasted about maybe 4 or 5 years. I was the weather guy for the radio station, and then the radio station, somebody else bought it, and it folded up, ran it into the ground. So sad. Do you like Conor McGregor stuff? Oh, yeah. He's a mixed martial art fighter. Yeah.
Is he the Irish?
Yeah, I think so. He's a good guy. He's a good fighter.
That's MMA, right?
Yeah, mixed martial arts. So I used to watch more of that. I haven't watched it for a while, but yeah, I used to love watching that stuff. It's awesome. Hey, Wendy, what's Carter Hart? How is he related to you?
My cousin's son. It's her son.
So Carter Hart is okay. Who is Carter Hart?
He plays for the Philly. He's a goaltender. Philly.
Okay,
Flyers.
so Carter Hart is her first cousin's son. That's how he's related to Wendy. So he plays for the
Philly Flyers.
Philly Flyers, right?
Goaltender. Yeah.
Goaltender, Dublin. Cool.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor. Okay. It is cool. So if you wanted a KFC, you'd need to order. Oh, yeah. No. You go to Vancouver Island. There's no KFC here. No fast food will ever come to this island. That's why you don't see any overweight people on Salt Spring Island, or it's very rare to see. Everybody in here is pretty slim. You don't see any. Yeah. People are pretty health conscious on this island.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you see any climate change? Do I see any climate change? I think I do. More so, maybe not here because I've always grown the same stuff, but on the mainland, when I lived in Zone 8A, 8B, I never really would see palm trees where I used to live, and there's palm trees all over the place now. So yeah, I would say yes. It has been a full year since I did a contact sport. Is that right? Well, I'll tell you what put me out of commission in martial arts. December 2012, I had a bad leg injury. The second one, I injured my left leg. Remember when I damaged my leg? Martial arts?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a bad one.
Yes.
I was, and I did something stupid. Years before I damaged that leg, I did a jumping side kick, and I was sparring somebody, and then my leg buckled out to the left. It popped out to the left. I stretched some ligaments.
Yeah, it's soft.
Your thing's going off, your buzzer.
Yeah. Oh.
And then in December 2012, I was working on Century Bob, a sparring dummy in the class, and I was beating the crap out of the thing, and I decided to a jumping side kick to the upper body, and when I jumped up and I landed, my leg slid out, my foot slid out. There was a mat under Bob that was sticking out too much, and it slid out, and it buckled my leg out sideways, and I thought I'd snap my leg, and it just killed me. I was right off to emergency again, so that was it for Taekwondo. It has been a full year, dang. Yeah, I gotta watch it, Palm Tree Dude. It still hurts sometimes when it gets cold out in the winter. Yeah, Joe Rogan does the podcast, and he used to do a lot of martial arts. He used to be the Fear Factor dude. What do I do for exercise in Salt Spring? I have my own gym. I work out 5 days a week, but there is a gym on Salt Spring. There is actually a nice gym. It's called North End Fitness. I have free weights set up in the basement. Weeder. Got about 650 pounds of York weights. I bought those ones in 1985, and before that I had a plastic set of weights that I bought in 81. Then I graduated to metal steel weights in early spring of '85. And then I got a Bowflex Ultimate 2 gym upstairs. Yeah, it was painful. There's actually a video of it here too. There's a video of it that somebody shot of me, of my leg, and my son slowed it, put it in slow motion. It might be on my other YouTube channel. It's brutal, man. Yeah, it was very painful. I used to do Taekwondo in elementary school when I was cool. Cool. Well, you know what? Any sport is good and any exercise is good. So it's just a habit for me. I've been working out since I was 17 years old. So it's just a habit. I'm in the gym every day. I get home from work and I work out.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It was brutal to watch it. I mean, you can see it on there. Just go to Jungle Joe C and punch in Taekwondo accident or whatever that. Yeah, Taekwondo accident, and you will see it. So it was awful. It still hurts me when I watch it. My knee swole up so badly. So when I went to emergency, says it never healed from the first time. Ligaments are different than breaking bones, and I stretched it out bad. So I got to really be careful. So I had to wear a knee brace for a while. Mm-hmm.
That's nice because a lot of these guys you know.
Have you seen the documentary Game Changer? No. Is it a good one? I should watch it because we're always looking for good documentaries and shows on Netflix. Mm-hmm. Game Changers.
We're waiting for those brownies to get done.
Wendy's making brownies.
I'm trying.
What'd you put in the brownies?
They're gluten-free
No,
brownies.
they're gluten-free.
Oh, you made some. Sammy does not like eating wheat.
I'm intolerant.
It doesn't like her.
It doesn't like me. It doesn't like me.
When did that happen?
About 2.5 years ago.
Christopher's like that too.
Christopher?
Your cousin.
Oh.
Celiac.
Oh. Yeah, I've had a lot of gut issues over the years. So
Yeah, you gotta be careful. So you just gotta eat really good food.
Yeah.
Good. That's better though.
Yeah, it is. I like it better.
What chips are those? Banana chips? No.
Sammy couldn't eat those.
I can. Yeah, those are gluten free.
These are toast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, get your hand out of my Tostito bag.
Yeah, those are good.
Sammy can eat these because these are corn, right?
They're delicious. I like them better than
Banana chips are good too. You know what I use? I usually have these with some dip, guacamole dip. And that's what I have for lunch a lot of times. So you got this 7-layer kind of guacamole dip. It's about the vegan diet effect of all athletes. Yeah. I'm not vegan, but you know the funny thing is, my oldest son and his girlfriend are vegan.
They're vegan activists.
Yeah, so they came here last week, and so we made sure to make vegan chili for them. And actually, the vegan chili wasn't that bad. I'm not vegan. Are you vegan?
No, I've stopped eating most meat.
How about fish? You're gonna have.
I love fish.
See, we live on the West Coast here, so we're gonna have fresh salmon, barbecued salmon tonight. Wendy's got a fresh salmon, so we're gonna barbecue it for Sammy here. And you know what Wendy does? She puts eucalyptus trees around it, leaves. She'll wrap the thing in eucalyptus leaves, and it gives it a really good flavor. So Sammy's gonna have some nice salmon tonight. Does Luke or not Luke?
Matt.
Does he fish?
Yes. Yeah.
Her boyfriend fishes.
He's on a hunting trip right now. Up north.
What's he gonna get?
They're goat hunting.
Goat hunting?
Mountain goat, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they're up there.
You're gonna get some goat meat?
I hope so.
Oh my God. She's definitely not a vegetarian. Goat meat. I've never tried goat meat. And same with me. I'll eat anything too. You know, vegan. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being vegan if you're vegan, but I couldn't be a vegan because I like steak once in a while. Wendy loves steak. She likes a good steak. See, I buy crappy steak. I'll go get this crap on sale, and it's like shoe leather when I get it home, right? You got to beat it with a meat mallet. Wendy buys a really good steak. She'll get the
Prime
stuff.
Rib,
yeah, she gets it's like going to a jewelry shop. She gets the stuff behind the glass. She picks out the good steak. Me, I just get the crappy stuff in the wrapper that says marinating steak, and you're like chewing on it, so it's not good stuff, but it's steak. Lots of Indian food. Oh, with goat. I love Indian food. Curried goat, my favorite.
Ooh,
whoa, nice.
I've never actually tried goat before.
Nice. Any new plant species that you've grown and recently planted? Well, I did plant an exotic lobelia the other day, but the banana slugs ate it to nothing, so no more exotic lobelia. What is the latest thing planted? I planted some seed of tree lupins, big one growing beside the cafe. It's been there forever. I'm waiting for the seeds to come up. Aloha, Joe Jonathan. Aloha to you. I'm trying to think. Latest plant I've planted. I haven't bought anything recently. You know, our garden is so full up with plants. I have to think about that one too. What is the latest exotic plant? Well, cannabis is exotic. Lots of cannabis here. We've got cannabis behind us. Look at the size of that one right there. I'm going to show you something. Look at the leaves. Isn't that a beauty right there? This one's growing out of a pot where there's an orange tree here, a flying dragon citrus. But look at the leaves on that cannabis. It's absolutely beautiful. So we got our cannabis growing. That's pretty exotic, but nothing new. I think the latest exotic plant I put in, like different, was a pomegranate. I planted that. This is its second winter now. Oh, yeah, I did. I planted some sort of hardy aloe vera. That's right. I'll take a picture of it. I don't think it really is an aloe. It's kind of looks like a cross between an aloe and a agave. It's a small one. So hopefully it'll be hardy for the winter. And we will show, and I'll shoot a video of it. Buy a new lot, clear out and plant palm. Buy a new lot. Yeah, sure. Well, we do have 2 acres here, so I do have room to expand. Can you explain why you have 18,000 and they're only subscribers? I haven't really looked. Yeah, weed is legal here, by the way. We grow weed. So Wendy's daughter works at a big pot farm down the road. They have 20 acres of field grown pot and a massive Costco sized warehouse of indoor pot. So I could smell it when I drive by. It's about 2 kilometers south of here. Lots of pot. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think everybody's into live streaming. Hi, Alex. Racket. I don't think a lot of people are into live streaming. You know what I mean? And so that's what it is. Maybe some of them are just watching. Other ones, are just not into it. Common sense approach to weed is good. I like the plant. I think it's actually a beautiful plant, cannabis sativa. So I don't smoke the stuff. I just like the looks of it. The winter's going to kill it. You know, when it gets cold, it's done. It usually ends up getting botrytis or mold on it in the wet, cool, late fall weather. So anyway, it'll probably bud out. Save some of those for making tea. Going to cut some of the leaves off for making tea. The rest of them will probably, well, some of the smaller ones will probably just let the frost get them. But the other ones, yeah, we will take the leaves off them and mix it in with nettles for making tea, which helps me sleep at night, which is very good. It's very good for helping me sleep at night. Hey, I don't know if you guys saw this rock that my daughter painted me. Isn't that cool? So my daughter's into painting rocks. So I showed this earlier in the first live stream when I first started, but nobody was on there. So she painted this river rock, and then she put to Dad loves Sammy. Sammy short for Samantha. Cool. Isn't that pretty neat? I like that. I got to figure out a place to put that. That's a very cool palm tree. Hemp. Yeah, I've grown hemp before too. And I think they grow that commercially in parts of Canada. There was an area near me, hemp naturalized, ripped out. Is that right? Wow, interesting. I've found self-seeded pot plants in our park more than once. I think 3 occasions now I've actually pulled pot plants out of Centennial Park in town. People smoking weed, maybe got some seed in it. They throw them down there. The seed grow between interlocking bricks twice, and then once in the garden I found a pot plant, and I found them at the skate park too. Isn't hemp a weed? No, hemp you can't smoke. You're not going to get high. It's like drinking near beer. 5% alcohol, right? The near beer, you're not going to get drunk on it unless you drink maybe about 50 of them, but you have to pee more before you'd ever get drunk. Isn't hemp a weed? Yeah, I mean, I guess hemp is like weed, right? It looks like weed, but it's not for smoking. It doesn't have the THC in it, right? Correct. You're not going to get high on hemp, but hemp seeds are very good for you. They sell them in the health food store, and it lowers your cholesterol. So you can use hemp. You get the seed and you grind them up and you put it in your food or put it on your salad. And hemp is very useful. I mean, they make clothes out of it. They used to make rope out of it. Very durable. More people should be commercially growing hemp for sure. Good fiber. Use the oil for knee. Oh, cool. Interesting. Okay, cool. Very interesting. Hemp oil I know is good for you. Can you explain why? Okay. Even really conservative people here say, yeah, no, hemp is good stuff. Let's see what else we have here. I'm just looking at your comments here as they go up fast as people do that. Well, it's nice to see a few of you in there anyway. And anyway, I'm hoping to get to 20,000, and we'll see if we can get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I mean, they are going up. That's a good thing, you know. And Wendy does have a YouTube channel, like I say. Don't forget about Wendy's channel, Gulf Island Rock. And I have actually 3 YouTube channels. I don't bother with my first one anymore. It's only got 1,000. I think it's got about 1,000 videos on it. I started that one in 2008, so I have been YouTubing for quite some time now. And this one's been going strong since early July 2010. So this one's going into its 11th year now. Banana JSSI, and you know I like to upload every year. This year, or every day, there will be no YouTube videos from Maui this year because we're not going to Maui. I noticed your tutorial plant videos seem to be really good. You are making any more? Yeah, I do make them every so often. I'm going to have to make some more soon. I do most of my videos are about plants, right? It's basically about gardening. I did do a video the other day of my friend came over from work and he has this interesting little contraption, and you can see it on this video, that takes the odors out of. And Wendy's son has his truck sitting here for just about 2 years. She opens it up, totally moldy and musty smelling. And he says, Joe, I can get rid of that smell. So he puts this device in it, turns it on for a half hour, and you open the thing up 4 hours later or now, or whatever, a couple hours later, and the smell is gone. Made it smell like low. Do you go swimming? Yes, we do. I haven't gone swimming this year. I mean, we live across the street from the ocean. And on a hot summer day, I like to go across the street and go swimming. But this year I've been so busy. So I haven't. I've been going for motorcycle rides instead. And sometimes when you go for a motorbike ride, it's nice and cool until you hit the hot spots of the island. But I drive by the lake every day on the way home. The big lake closest to us, there's 11 lakes here, and it's absolutely packed. There's got to be 25, 30 cars there sometime. And the beach access is way too small. And to me, it's mostly tourists there. And I don't want to sit down there, but we have a beautiful beach down here that not many people really even know about. It's white crushed shells, so it looks like a white sandy beach, but it's crushed shells, and it's absolutely pristine ocean water there. So we swim there. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's quiet. You're looking at all the other islands. You can see the Secretary Islands, Wallis, Galliano, and some of the other Gulf Islands to the east. What's the most dangerous animal on Salt Spring Island? Is mountain lion. Would be cougar. We have cougar here, okay? So they're, but you don't see them that much. They don't bother anybody. I wished I lived close to the beach. Yeah, that would be nice. That's good too. The farthest I've ever lived away from the ocean is about 6 miles, 5.5, 6 miles when I lived on the mainland. But I've never lived any farther than that from the ocean. I used to live a couple blocks away from the ocean when I lived in Richmond when I was a kid before that last place. Yeah, we're about 900 feet away from the ocean on that side. And this side, we're about, I don't even think we're a mile. I think we're maybe a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile from the ocean. You sell your painting right, it'll be, you sell your painting right. If so, how much would it be? Oh, well, my wife sells them. My wife sells paintings, so it depends. They're all different prices, right? She has an art gallery here. We have Gallery 59. Let me grab a card and I'll show you. Somebody's asking about Wendy's paintings. How much? Anywhere from 100 up to thousands. Okay, so there's our gallery right there, Gallery 59. Inspired by coastal beauty, art, paintings, cards, soap, folk art, tikis. I carve the tikis, palms, all that stuff. And you can go on Facebook and go to Gallery 59. There's her card. There's our B&B card, Magnolia Petal. Go to Gallery 59 on Facebook and check out some of Wendy's art. She does have an art gallery here. Her gallery is open today. Do you have paintings of hardy palms? I do personally. They're not done from Wendy, but Wendy can paint anything. Okay, she can paint whatever you want. And she does have paintings of palm trees, but they're tropical ones. Any venomous animals? No, there's no venomous animals here. We have snakes and lizards, but they're not venomous. And there's turtles too. I used to be tropical 500 from Lake Ontario, inland ocean, basically no sharks. Yeah, big lakes, fresh water. But yeah, they. I think every so often they can freeze over, but it takes some severe cold to get that big body of water to freeze. Do you have any paintings of hardy palms? Yeah, no, I was going to say I have paintings of Livistona, needle palm, and I think it might be Kencha palm, but I bought those years ago. I don't even know where they are. They're in the house somewhere. But Wendy's been painting skateboards. My oldest son was a sponsored skateboarder. And like I say, he used to get rid of all his old skate decks. And I saved them. He'd chuck them out. I'd save them. I stacked them in the basement. Wendy looked at those one day. She says, I'm going to paint those. So she's put them aside. And she's been painting skateboards too. They don't freeze all the way, but along the shore, surveys. Yeah, cool. Yeah, they surf here too, and tropical PDX, you know that, and they surf on the Oregon coast too. Yeah, surfing year round in Tofino, Ucluelet, and on the west coast. I'll be over there in October, so stay tuned for some videos of some nice cordy lines, the big cordy lines, big ones that were planted many decades ago. Burlington, Ontario. Yeah, I think it's zone 6 there. Mildest growing zone in Ontario is zone 7, Point Pelee and Windsor. Down in the south, Niagara is probably 6B. I don't know, there might be some microclimates of 7, something like that. Hot, humid summers and very cold winters. Sold paintings for thousands of dollars. I think her most expensive painting she sold might have been $5,000 or $7,000. She sold some about 3 weeks ago for I don't know, what was it, 1,500, something like that. So she does some pretty good paintings. No, it wasn't. Is that no? It wasn't a palm tree. It was West Coast art. I think one of them was Oh, she sold one last weekend too. That was a cheaper one though. I think it was 300. It was just a small one. The one that she sold for 1,500 was Arbutus, West Coast Pacific Madrona. Commission painting for some palm trees for a girl in our office and she bought it for her husband's birthday. So it was a photo they took in Kauai where they were staying of some palms and I guess the ocean or whatever that. And she brought the picture to Wendy and she says, can you paint this picture? Because my husband loved it, the photograph, and I'd like to get a painting for him. So she did a painting, and I think that one might have been around $500 or $700, something like that. It was a nice one. North Shore of Lake Ontario 7A, yeah. Niagara 6B 7A, yeah. Yeah, still too cold for me though. Oh God, I couldn't live there. A native tree, $1,000. Yeah. Well, paintings can be expensive. I mean, go to the art gallery. I've seen paintings for 20,000. Yeah. So, do you have any invasive plants? Oh, invasive plant. See the ivy on those trees right there? Am I right there? That's invasive right there. That's Hedera. That's English ivy. It's a weed. And we have holly, which is a weed. We have Daphne laureola. That's a weed. They're all these evergreens. Laurels can be invasive. Butterfly bush, Buddleia Davidii. Yeah. Yeah. It's there's a lot of them here. Yeah, a lot of people love Arbutus trees, Jonathan, so they want the West Coast art. Her art is beautiful too. She's got some big paintings. She shipped them all over the place too. She shipped some nice ones down to a lady in Beverly Hills, Hollywood, sorry, and she bought a lot of Wendy's paintings. And then Wendy did some commission paintings for people too of tropical plants. She ships them off to New York, here and there and everywhere. Yeah. South end of Toronto is 7A. Yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't think there was any 7A in Toronto. Sable Island is about 7B, 8A off the coast of Nova Scotia. Yeah. In Portland, I have Himalayan Blackberries. Oh, yeah, we have those everywhere here too, but they're good to eat. Yeah, they are. Morning Glory is much more invasive, though. I do like blackberries. They grow alongside our roads, and I've been eating them. I just love blackberries. They're so good. And we have more parks I work at. They're all around the perimeter, one section of the park, and you can just feast on big, sweet, juicy blackberries. I do love Himalayan blackberries. We don't have any in our property. I got rid of them. Just like broom. Broom is very invasive, and so is gorse. Gorse, Ulix europaeus. Yeah. Broom is the worst on our island. Gorse is pretty bad too. But I do like gorse. I like to make tea out of the flowers. I should grab one of Wendy's paintings. She might have put them away. I'm going to see if she's got any out here. Let's just see. Did she put them away? Yeah, she put them away. Sorry, folks.
What's
Wendy's
that?
paintings are away, so I can't show you any. I can't show you any Wendy's paintings.
Oh.
I can't show you any of Wendy's paintings. Oh, well, that's life. I was going to show you one of Wendy's paintings. Are California poppies native there? No, but they grow all over the place. There's California poppies grow wild along. That's a Schlosia, and they grow wild. Damn it. Now the connection went.
Yeah. Terrible.
Oh, there we go. Connection's on. Did you see that? My views go up. Just checked out Wendy's. Good. We usually pick about 10 pounds. Oh, good. Blackberries. Well, Wendy, you should go to Portlock soon because there's tons. Blackberries are ripening. I started eating them 2 weeks ago.
I've got a ton on my property.
Yeah, they're so good. They are so good. Yes, they are.
These two huge cherry trees.
They can take over, and they're very prickly, but man, they are so good to eat, and they're very good for you. The vineyard here, one of the vineyards on the south end, pays people to bring buckets of them, and they make blackberry port. Blackberry port is very good. Yeah, well, thanks for checking out Wendy's paintings, Gallery 59. And you can also check out our accommodation on Facebook, Magnolia Petal. Go to Magnolia Petal Accommodation on Facebook, and you will see Magnolia Petal. And you can see the gardens around our B&B. I wonder who says something is native or not. There are Caribbean plants and animals. Yeah.
Barbecue on.
Are you? Oh, look at the salmon. Are you doing a salmon?
Yeah.
Wendy's doing a West Coast salmon and corn. It's beautiful. Florida, they'll say invade, but is it? Yeah. Native and non-native. That's an interesting thing when people say, well, why are you growing that? It's not native. And these people know nothing about gardening when they say that, or they tell me that, and they're arguing with the wrong person. They say, well, you shouldn't grow that. You're the guy that likes exotic plants and you grow nothing that's native. I say, I love native plants. They're all around me, but I don't want to be planting more Douglas fir trees or slough on my property. You know what I mean? We're not even native. I'm not native. I was born here, but if you go back in my family history, we came from Italy, right? The docks. Oh, there goes my connection again. Ugh, how annoying. Super annoying. It's gone. Oh, connection's back. Connection went. Connection's back. We used to go down for mud shark a lot, catch a dogfish, mud shark, and then let them go. But crabbing, we go throw the crab trap in and catch crab. I used to fish in the lakes a lot. There's lots of cutthroat, rainbow, and some steelhead in there, and bass too. There's bass, lots of bass. Some people are trying to argue that royal palms are introduced to Florida, but I think they're native, aren't they, to southern Florida? Roystonia regia, I think they are native. Yes. You have to use a match. The piezo is gone on the barbecue. That's the worst thing when the piezo goes on the barbecue. So anyway, Wendy's cooking up a storm. And maybe Sammy wants a glass of wine. Can you drink wine?
I don't like wine.
Wendy does not like, or Sammy does not like wine. That's perfect. So that's more wine for Wendy. Do you guys go fishing a lot? You guys fish, don't you? You go. Do you fly?
Lake fishing.
Do you fly fish?
No, there's a lot of fly fishing at a river, but I've never.
There's salmon in there, isn't there? There must be salmon in there. There must be salmon in there.
And
the dog is hot. You little freak, come here.
Yeah, we get trout.
Trout. She lives right next to a river, which is so nice. It doesn't dry up, does it?
Not ours, no.
That's so cool. So on a hot summer day, she can go jump in the river.
Yeah, right across
I
the
love.
street.
Is it drinking water?
Yeah.
Wow.
Drink from it.
She can drink from the river she lives next to. That's how pristine it is up there. It's beautiful. So Sammy lives about 120 miles north of here, something like that, on Vancouver Island on Black Creek, near Campbell River. I love fishing in the Flatiron Lake off of Blackwater. Sounds nice. Fishing's fun. What? Okay, folks, I have to go start the barbecue.
Woo! Are you okay?
Okay, is it going now?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So what your problem? Did you shut it when you lit it?
Like that.
You didn't shut it, did you?
No.
Okay, so what you do, you turn on the gas a little bit, throw a match in closest to the burner. I can actually smell it.
Yeah.
And then it'll go, and then you turn on the next burner, and that'll go too. Sounds like Wendy just about blew herself up over at the barbecue.
I thought she caught on fire.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't have to go now. See you later. Okay, palm tree dude. See you later. Thanks for joining in. We will see you next time. And I'll probably get out of here in another 10 minutes. Did you burn your hair off or anything?
Yeah, I'm bald now.
No, so you turn it on a little bit.
I know I did that. I was throwing the matches in, but it wasn't.
The gas was building up.
Yeah.
You don't throw them. You just turn it on and just flick a match and then just drop it in. It'll the first burner goes, and then once that's going, turn on the other one. All right, see you later. You know what? I probably should back out of here soon too. I got some stuff to do, like maybe watering the tree fern before the B&B guests get back. We do have B&B guests here right now for a few days, so I can't really hang out on their lower deck when they're here. They've gone to town. The market's on today in town. It's fairly busy, but not as busy as it usually is. It's usually a lot busier in town with tourism And because of everything that's going on in the planet today, it is, oh, where's Kahu? Things low. Do you have any other animals other than Kahu and Kitty? We have, I used to have a parrot. I've always had parrots, but a parrot kicked the bucket about 4 years ago. So we have a big cat, Merlin, which is actually Christus, but it's down here all the time. So we have 2 cats and 1 Kahu. And Sammy's patting Kahu right now. Sammy is sitting in the sun with the dog, and I'm sitting in the shade. So, and the dog is starting to like the kitty, which is a good thing.
Would you like to have a cold beer?
Yes, please.
Oh, I'm okay. I don't actually drink any alcohol anymore. Yeah.
She's a good girl. She doesn't drink alcohol. Unlike her younger brother on his 20th birthday, had too many wobbly pops and hopped on a skateboard with somebody else and fell and broke his wrist. And then he had to get surgery and he's got pins in it. So not good at all. So do not be drinking beer. It's okay to drink banana beer though. Isn't that cool? Look for this stuff. Banana beer. You'll like it.
I don't actually like
Banana beer is really good. I really like that. I did a video on the banana beer, but I never did a follow-up video. So I'm telling you right now, it's really good. I like the taste of it. You can really taste the banana. And when you pop it open, you can smell the banana in it. It's actually called banana bread beer. You know, it's really, I really like it. I don't know who brews it. Is it made? Where is it made? Get my glasses on here. See where the stuff is made. Banana beer. Is it brewed in Canada or the US? It's from the UK. This is British beer. This is British beer. It is a product of the United Kingdom, Bedford, UK. Havelock Street, Eagle Brewery. Oh, thanks, babe. So there's a regular beer.
Banana beer.
That's from the UK, banana bread beer. So look that up, folks. It's from the UK. That is awesome. I'm drinking English beer. I just had a pint of British beer. And now I got some Bowen Island, I think, or it could be Sneaky Weasel. I bought it at the Uptown liquor store. We have we have 3 liquor stores here. 2 private ones and then the government one. And I bought it at one of the private ones. Yeah. So it was $3.25 a can. So it's not cheap. The first ones I got on sale for $1.99 last week, and now they raised up to $3.25. Did you know that you did not know that? Yeah, UK. Banana bread beer. Look that up when you're in the UK, folks, and try it and tell me what you think of the banana beer. I like anything bananas. I got a banana right there. See, there's a little banana right there. Right there. And we got some palm trees too. I mean, got palm trees on me too. The palm trees. I got another banana there too. So I do like bananas. You see that banana right there? Banana. So anything bananas is good. Do you have a lot? Yes, we have people stay here all the time. It's busy. People from all over the world stay at Magnolia Pedal. All over the States. I've met a lot of nice people here. And Hawaii, we've had 2 different people stay here, couples from Hawaii, from Honolulu, and lots from Europe. Yeah. Any cool birds there? Purple martins. There's yellow kind of finches, canaries, lots of bald eagles, turkey vultures, ravens, crows, seagulls, oyster catchers, killdeer, starlings. Don't see starlings at this end of the island. There's some in town. There's so many different types of birds here. Lots of owls, lots of big owls here, making noise out there the other day. I've got videos. I've got some really good videos of owls here. So, and there's lots of hawks and stuff like that. Yeah, Jonathan, it is a touristy island here. Okay, so there's about 300 bed and breakfasts on Salt Spring Island, and we are one of them. So basically, our bed and breakfast is a self-contained suite. So it's kind of in the house, but separate from the house. So we never even have to see the guests just to check in time. They have their own driveway. They have their own sun deck, and they have their own beautiful tropical little lanai out there. It's really nice. 18,000. We're down to 7 people. I know. I don't think that really has anything to do with it, though. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't imagine 18,000 people cluttering up this board. Could you? Oh my God. There aren't nearly as many birds west of the as there. I didn't know that. Interesting. I thought there might have been more birds here. Population of Salt Spring Island is 10,500 people. Yeah, there's about 10,500 people here. And the island is 16.7 miles long. I'm on the very northern point of Salt Spring Island. Since I moved to, wow, that's interesting. Wow. Yeah, no, I mean, I was born and raised here. I mean, I think we have a lot of birds here. God, you should watch my bird videos. We got some red-winged blackbirds here too. Oh, I got videos of the birds making so much noise. We have quail too, lots of California quail all over the place, and some wild turkeys. Yeah. Population of Salt Spring, and I know a lot of people here on Salt Spring because I've been here a long time. So it's really easy to meet people on this island because you're going to have to bump into them sooner or later in the grocery store. We only have 2 grocery stores. So yeah, Grand Palmito. Yeah, Zach is in there. Sweet. And the miniature bananas are growing good. I could see you posted a picture there the other day on Facebook. I would show you ours. I'm going to have to fertilize. Ours is Mus Acuminata Dwarf Cavendish. That's pretty good size right now. It's in the kitchen. I don't even want to bring it out. It's doing so good. I've been pounding it with Miracle Grow. How long would it take to get from South Salt Spring to North? 16 miles. Do you? No. 16.7 miles. Well, I can tell you, the farthest point on our island from here to the southwestern point is a 1 hour and 15-minute drive. And to the south end, it's got to be, 30 down the Fulford Ganges Highway, 50 miles an hour. Speed limit's 50 miles an hour. I could probably get there in 35 minutes, something like that. Most Acumena Super Dwarf. Yeah, I used to have Truly Tiny, but it petered out. It didn't do very good for me. It's so quiet here, especially at night. Yeah, same here too. There's nobody around here, right? We don't have any neighbors across the street. We have one neighbor beside us. It's quite a way away, but they're quiet, super quiet in the forest. There's no neighbors that way, and there's no neighbors behind us. It's just the only thing we see here is forest. That's it, just forest. And like I say, when it's dark and it's quiet. You don't really hear much traffic going by here. Try and order banana fuel. Oh, cool. Banana fuel. Yeah, I've heard of that stuff. What is a neighbor? Yeah. A good neighbor is no neighbor. I prefer no neighbors, but the neighbors we have are actually really good, and they're on acreage as well. So, yeah, I mean, there's no insects here to bother you. No, we don't have any of that here. It's great. It is, Salt Spring Island is a great place. Yeah, we don't have bugs here to bother us. See, you see me getting bitten by, you see me, it'd be the worst if I was sitting here slapping myself. And I know there's places like that where you're constantly getting bitten by black flies, no-see-ums, horse flies, and wasps and hornets and killer wasps and mosquitoes. There's not really a lot of bugs here to bother you. Yeah. Bees, lots of honeybees are in here. There we go. Cool. Nearly 0.005. You got her figured out. I think my other channel's got about 5,000 and something subs. My Jungle Joe C channel, and then channel, I think it might have 700 subs. I haven't looked at it for a long time. My very first channel, and I don't really look at much, but now you tell me, I'll have to check it out. No biting insects in Portland either than mosquito. Yeah, you're the same as us, Northwest. Yeah. My subs seem to be going up steady. Like every day, I'm getting quite a few, so that's a good thing. And I won't complain. If they go away, they go away. It's not my fault. It just means they don't like my content. So my videos are raw and unedited. I don't edit anything. So what you see is what you get. I know a lot of people edit stuff, and that's great. Wendy loves to edit her videos, but I don't edit my videos. So if I see something and videotape it that way, that's the way it's going to end up here, the finished product, right? Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I have a lot of subs, really. 18,500 subs really isn't a lot of subs. There's guys with 250,000 or 1 million subs, right? So it's nice that I got 18,500 subs. And you know what? If they want to subscribe to my channel, that's great. That means they're enjoying the content. And like I say, the channel does pertain to exotic gardening. To throw some random stuff in there as well. You know what I mean? That's all right. You know what, Joe? I have 12 subs. 12 subs is better than no subs. It's like somebody saying to me, I'm going to Hawaii or I'm going to Mexico, but only for a week. And I said, you know what? At least you're going. It's better than not going at all. Because there's a lot of people that'll never go. So going to Mexico or Hawaii for a week is better than staying at home. That's what I say. So 12 subs is better than no subs. I'm strong. That's okay. You'll get there. You climbing the coconut tree in Hawaii? Okay. So that's not me climbing the coconut tree. I've been to Hawaii a lot of times. You know that. This would have been my 27th visit to Hawaii. Okay. And I've been married there twice. Like, I've been married on the island of Oahu, and I've married on Maui. Second time around, right? I don't think there's going to be a third time around. Anyway, I shot a video, and it's the videos you least expect that are going to get the views. So anyway, I'm at a luau. The guy climbs the coconut palm. That was in 11. It was 2010 or 2011. I shot that video in the summer. I was with my ex-wife. She's in the video, and my youngest son, Trevor. That's got 3 million and something views. I think 3,200,000, 3,300,000 views now. And I wasn't expecting it. So I'll tell you another thing that happened. CTV News used one of my videos on the news about 2 weeks ago. They used one of my videos. They came here, the news crew came here and videotaped me because they spotted a video they wanted to use for a documentary, one of my YouTube videos. So last summer, the journalist contacted me and they said, "Can we use your video? Can we use this video for our news report and documentary?" I said, "Go ahead, use it. I don't care." Says so, but she kept in contact with me throughout the year, and they says, "Well, we want to interview you too." So they came over a few weeks ago, and they stayed in our B&B, the CTV News crew and the camera, whatever the camera guy, and they interviewed me for about 45 minutes to an hour. But they broke it bits and pieces of it. So that video went 780 views to about 25,000 views virtually overnight. It's amazing how fast it went on just because it was on the news. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, camera mic setup. No, I'm just running a laptop here. There's no fancy. I'm not running anything fancy. I'm running a Toshiba laptop. I'm using my the camera on the computer here. That's all I'm using is the webcam. How many subs do I usually get a day? Every few days, it seems like I get about 100 subs. Yeah, I think every maybe 3 days like that, I might get 100 subs. So they go up, and then yeah, because I do check out the thing. It'll say on the thing. It's it says you can go into the analytics because I'm more checking to see the analytics, but thing will say subs, right? So it's usually about 100 subs, something like that. Whenever you mention Trevor, I think of Trevor Phillips, GTA is a psychopath. Yeah, my kid's not a psychopath. He's actually a pretty funny kid. And he's a good kid. I wondered if all your subscribers actually, I don't know. I wonder. Who knows, eh? Or maybe they're just subbing for the sake of subbing to people's channels. And when I sub to a channel, I usually watch. I'd like to watch something what they have. And if I'm interested, I'll sub. Would love some ambient recordings of plants rustling. Oh, I can do that. I do have some. I have some of eucalyptus trees in the wind. You got to watch the hurricane video, the hurricane force winds video I shot. It's actually on Wendy's channel. And that one actually made it to the news as well. Global News picked up on it and interviewed us about that one too. They saw our video. They wanted to use the video for news. So they interviewed us and we're actually in a video on the news. And you want to see winds, man. I shot the videos in front of the palm trees in front of Central Fire Hall blowing in these hurricane force winds. Bikini women, no, yeah, people like bikini women, people like Little Beach. I got a lot of 18 or older kind of restricted videos on my other YouTube channel. So, or 21 or older, you got to sign in to watch them because a lot of them I shoot on Little Beach. So if you want to see any of that stuff, you got to go to my other YouTube channel. They're actually age restricted. A lot of them there, and a lot of those get a ton of views. Yeah, bikini women. Those get the views. I have a gaming channel and it's brand. Oh, people love gaming channels. Some of those gaming channels have millions of views and tons of subscribers. There's a lot of gamers out there. So I think a lot of those guys get high views and high subs. Yeah, cool. Every time I upload a video, it gets comments from those bots. Oh, I'm so sick of those bots. And I get a lot of porn spam on here too. And I've reported them and stuff, but they just don't seem to get away. There's a lot of these robot things out there. They absolutely drive me crazy. What is with that? Do they get paid for that or something? I don't even understand how that works. You know what I mean? To me, it's just spam. It's crap. So I try to delete some of those things. But yeah, check out my other YouTube channel, HS, Jungle Joe C. Okay. And you can see a lot of other plant videos. And if you want to see Hawaii videos and beach videos, all that stuff is on there. I mean, I got lots of Hawaii videos on here too. Would be cool to see you gaming. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a gamer, so I don't even know how to game, but my kids used to be into it. My oldest one, he had Xbox and they had PlayStation 4. They probably still do. He's probably into that stuff. And he's got a YouTube channel too because he sings. He does hip hop. And he does, yeah, I can't stand those porn bots. They drive me crazy. It's so annoying. Palm tree dude, I'm back. Sweet. Do you earn money? Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I do. They're monetized, so when you see ads on them, so yeah, this one brings in anywhere from 400 to 500 a month. This channel, something like that. Yeah, but you can only monetize one channel. Wendy also hers is monetized, so she brings in about. I think her channel probably brings into 120 to 140 a month. Her channel. She's got quite a few videos. I think Wendy's got upwards of close to 1,000 videos on her channel. I don't know about the subscribers. I think she's up to 2,600, something like that. I push her to put on more videos, but she's kind of lame at it sometimes. I go to the gym 5 days a week. Yeah, 5 days a week I work out, and and it is just a habit for me. Even after the hardest day of work, and you don't really feel like it, I do it anyway. And usually work out for 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Sometimes if it was a really rough day, I'll just work out for 30 minutes. But yeah, I've worked out. I got my first set of weights. I can tell you when I got a long term memory. September 1981. It would have been early September 81 that I got my first set of weights. So that's when I started weightlifting. I know miners get. I know miners who get. No, that's terrible. Yeah, why? Yeah, why are these guys on there doing that? Like, that drives me crazy. Those guys should be booted off and banned from ever posting again on Facebook. But I mean, or on YouTube. But they can make they can make another account and then do it again. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing they must get paid or something like that, or it's a link to their porn site. That's what it is. It's not good. It is not good. None of that stuff is good. Do you sell your plants start? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. We have a nursery here. We have a palm nursery, Alex. So people come here, nurseries buy from us, and the store, the one of the grocery stores sells our palms too. But I ship palms too, right? Weekly, I'm shipping palm seedlings out, bare root seedlings. It still got my same York weights. York, mine are York. Cool. I bought my first set of York and Weeder back in, like I say, September 81. And then in beginning of April 85, I bought all York weights. And the funny thing is, I'm going to show you something if I have it here. Where's my belt? This is what I wear. Here's my belt. Okay, there's my York. There's my York belt right there. And it's really cool. Joe, 1984. I got that for my birthday in 1984, March 84. So I wear this belt a lot. I actually wear it at work too when I'm lifting heavy stuff. So I have plates for my York, 50-pound plates, 25-pound plates, 2.5s, 5s, and 10s. And I have the Weeder bench, a couple benches, and then I have the preacher bar and all that stuff too. Preacher bench. Do you sell larger? No, I don't. I've sold some 15-gallon palms in the past. We're going to grow some on to 5s, but all 1-gallon stuff, they seem to sell really well for me. I almost entirely use YouTube on my iPhone. Oh, cool. Interesting. That's really cool. HUS, yeah. Unfortunately, there are some dozens of screenshots. That's terrible. I hate that crap on YouTube. It has no place on YouTube. I use YouTube. I have an iPhone at work. You want to know something? I've never owned an iPhone. I have one in my Parks truck. Turn it off at 3 though. Sometimes I take pictures with it when I'm out. Take pictures of plants. Yeah. So yeah, I don't like spam. I mean, it's annoying even to get it in an email, like a personal email, and then I just delete. I just can't. Hi, sir, and then these people say you've inherited all this money or something, millions of dollars from some place in Africa. It's like that is a bunch of garbage. Goes right into spam. Yeah. Isn't that never got inappropriate ads? Wow. No, I get them all the time. It's usually a link. That's what it is. There's no pictures. It's a link to a probably inappropriate site, right? Yeah, I don't like when people post stuff. Yeah, I know. I totally agree with you. I don't post stuff on Facebook that can give people things to gossip about. Whatever I post on Facebook is usually pertaining to plants. You know what I mean? I don't post anything else about personal life or anything, right? So it's plants. Even my Facebook pages and groups are dedicated to gardening. So when you're into gardening, there's really nothing to gossip about. It's just a bunch of good people getting together and talking about a good, clean, healthy hobby. You know what I mean? I hate people that give their talking about this, and I had a fight with my husband, and my youngest son is being a total jerk, and they're telling their whole family. Nobody cares about that stuff. You know what? And then people, of course, gossip about it. So yeah, I'm not into gossip either. Oh, I got porn ads, something when I'm trying to find a stream online for sport. Interesting, huh? Yeah, there's a lot of that on here, that's for sure, and I'm definitely not into it. I much rather look at a site where there's palm trees. Palm porn, right? Plant porn. So, anyway, folks, I should roll soon because you know what? I'm taking up a lot of your time. Do you use plant ID apps? No, I don't. I mean, I'm pretty good at identifying a lot of plants. I mean, I'm not every plant, of course, but I'm pretty good at identifying a lot of plants, at least a lot of them that grow around here. But yeah, I know there are apps that can identify them. That's really a good thing. What do we have here? Yeah, well, it might be in some places. I'm sure in the Middle East it probably is. Speaking of those download naturalist map species. Speaking of those download naturalist, it maps when you can. Yeah, that's really really cool. Oh, there we go. There goes my connection. Well, looks like my connection is going to do. I'm going to sign off because I've been on here. This is my third live stream. So I'm going to say cheers and aloha to all of you. Thanks for joining in. Enjoy the great day. It is 5:06. I've been streaming that long. It's 5:06 p.m. Pacific time. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. And I'm going to water some garden. I better check the barbecue too. Hey, Wendy, the fish. I got to check that salmon. We got a salmon on the barbecue right now. How about the salmon? Oh, okay. I'm going to go. I got to go check the barbecue. So anyway, she hasn't put it on yet, but we're going to go put it on because that barbecue's probably heated up and it's probably bacon red hot. So take care, all of you, and stay safe out there and happy palm growing. And thanks for joining in the live stream. And remember, first Friday of every month, I do a live stream. Next Friday, I'm off. I'm going to use up some of my holidays. So next Friday, I'm off, so I can probably do an earlier live stream, which will be awesome. So next Friday, tune in for an earlier live stream. Maybe I'll do it around noon or something like that. Would that be kind of cool? All right, thanks, guys. See y'all, Cafe, the Casual, and Jonathan, and Zach, and Alex, and Dave, and Ohim, and just everybody else in there. It's been awesome. I like those palm tree emojis, Jonathan. Are you so? Yes. Yes, I am in the parks department. Which is my favorite park? I like Duck Creek Park and Mount. Let's just see, Duck Creek Park and Peter Arnell Park. I like Peter Arnell Park. That's one of my favorite, and I love all the beach access. Ruckle Park's nice too. I don't work for the BC parks. I work for the Capital Regional District Parks. So we have 61 parks here. So there's a lot of parks. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. And stay tuned next time. And if you're over here on the south coast of British Columbia, be sure to visit the Southern Gulf Islands. But always make a reservation because it's not easy to get on the ferries to get over here. And it's a long sailing from the mainland to our island. All right. Take care. Cheers to you all. And hang loose. Cheers.